Okay, so you are highly welcome. So where did we stop? We stopped at lesson 16, right? So this is lesson 17. Lesson 17. So let's start from where we stopped in our lesson 16. So remember I was showing you, I told you this is C. I said they are all together 12 keys. Be it a piano, be it an organ, or be it a keyboard, they are all together 12 keys, right? All the white and black keys, they're all together are 12 keys. And I told you, I said this is C, your C sharp. I like to use the sharp, so I don't like saying C sharp or D flat, this one flat or this one sharp. I don't like saying that, so I like using sharp all through. If I've explained this before in my previous lesson, so if you want to understand, like I told you, I said as a professional keyboardist or a musician, it's not good to use C sharp or D flat. You say C sharp or you say D flat. You said D sharp or E flat. You don't say that. Or F sharp or G flat. You don't say that. If you're going to use sharp, that means you're going to use sharp all through, right? If you're using flat, you use flat all through. So I like using sharp. So I said this C 1, C sharp 2, D 3, D sharp 4, E 5, F 6, F sharp 7, G 8, G sharp 9, A 10, A sharp 11, and then B 12. You see that I use sharp all through, right? So there are all 12 keys. Then you come back to C. You can if you don't want to use sharp, you can use flat. I say C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F, G flat, G, A flat, A, B flat, then B, then you come back to C, right? So hope you're understanding what I'm teaching, right? So let's continue. Remember I told you the key of E and B. This is the key of E and B. This is your E. This is your E, your key E. This is your key E, right? E and B, this is B. Remember I told you the key of E and B don't have sharps, right? Yeah, they don't have sharps. What do I mean by that? They don't have any black key that is on top that is going higher. This is E. E doesn't have any black key that can sharpen it. He only has a black key that is lower, which is E flat. E flat. So E doesn't have sharp. E flat, B flat, right? So key E doesn't have sharp key, and B doesn't have sharp key as well. E and B doesn't have. Likewise, the key of C and F. This is the key of C and F. The key of C and F don't have flats. This is C, right? Remember I told you how to identify your C. Your C before two black keys. These two black keys, and then your C, right? Hope you understand what I'm showing you. This is your C. Your key is before two black keys, and this is your F, and this is your F. F is before three black keys, right? So the key of C and F don't have flattened key. They don't have any key to flatten it. They only have sharps. This is C sharp and F sharp, right? Hope you remember that. You can write that down as I'm describing all this thing to you. So now there are different types of scales. Now let's move over to scales properly. There are different types of scales now. There are different types of scale in the keyboard. You have to understand that scales are the major attributes and features of what makes up the keyboard. Do you get that? I said you have to understand that scales are the major attributes and features of what makes up the keyboard or the piano or even the organ that you play. Without scales, you can't get your songs or anything being played in the keyboard. For example, scales forms the basis of any song scales. They form the basis of any song. You know, it is from scale we get our sofa notations or of any song that we are going to be singing. Do you understand? Like what I said, this is your scale. Your do re mi fa sol la ti do re mi fa sol la ti do ti la sol fa mi re do. Now this is what makes up scales. And I said scales are the most important thing in the piano or the keyboard or even the organ. Without these scales, the songs that are being played they can't be composed because they first of all composed through musical sofa notations. The song that you hear or that they sing, they're first of all composed through through musical sofa notation. What I mean sofa notation, I mean your do re mi. These are called sofas. Do re mi fa sol la ti do fa sol fa mi re do. These are sofa notation, like something like this. If I do something like this now, like. So I just played a song. I just played He is Lord. He is Lord. Amen. He has risen from the dead. He is Lord. Every knee must bow. Every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. So I just soloed the song. I soloed it. I said. So what am I doing now? I'm using the scales. This is the tonic software. This is the scales. I'm using the tonic software, the software notations to play song. So this is what I'm trying to. When I'm still on scales. Do you get? I've not explained it. I'm still explaining scales. So I'm just using the software notations to play the song for you. So this is what scale does for you. So the understanding of scales helps you to understand each note. Each note of every song is very, very important, and you can get it through what? Through scales. So let's move on. That is scale for you. So let's continue. So as I was saying, there are different types of scales in general. You know, I just run a song for I played He is Lord. I played He is Lord. He is Lord. Amen. He has risen from the dead. He is Lord. So every song that you sing, there are software notations or tonic software to them. So and it's through the knowledge of scales that one can easily identify every word that is being composed into music. You can get the software notation from them, right? So let's move on. So there are different types of scales. There are different types of scales in general. But the two major types of scales that we have that are popularly and widely known and used are your major scales and minor scales. Your major scales and minor scales. I said there are different types of scales that are popularly known. You know, different types of scales. We have different types of scales. But the ones that are widely and popularly known and used are your what? Major scales and minor scales. Major scales and minor scales. Now, we have your jazz scales, your jazz scales, we have your jazz scales, we have your blues scale. You can be writing down if you want to write down. I'm just trying to speed up. You know, I said there are only two types of scale that are popularly and widely used, right? two types of scale that are popularly and widely used, and that is your major and minor scales, right? I will explain them later. Just follow me. In my other lesson, I'm going to be explaining them. So others are, we have your jazz scales, jazz scales. We have your blues scales. We have your pentatonic scales. We have your chromatic scales. We have your diminished scales. So many of them. So many of them, and they are countless. But for this course and for this class, we are going to be looking at two major scales, the two scales that are popularly known. So we'll be focusing on the major scale and the minor scales, right? So that's what we'll be teaching. I'll be teaching you today, the major scales and the minor scales.